37 years of practice, I can't remember another time when a medication was in such demand.
You know, you think about these drugs and you think, it's a wonder drug, it's a game changer. And
Okay, so number 8's transformation left fans so terrified. They literally started begging her family to step in. But that's nothing compared to what happened at number 1. When this story broke, it didn't just shock fans, it exposed how dangerous this Hollywood trend has actually become. Young women are now spending over $10,000 on something so extreme that even doctors are calling it out. And it's all because of what we're seeing on red carpets. Listen, we all know about Ozempic face at this point, right? But what happened this year was way more alarming. We're talking full-body transformations that have the entire internet genuinely concerned, like things showing through designer gowns at award shows that are making people stop and go, wait, is she okay? From the Oscars to Fashion Week, this year showcased celebrity physiques that had everyone talking, and not in a good way. Parents are worried, teens are comparing themselves, and the backlash? It's real and getting loud. This isn't about being judgmental, it's about what happens when Hollywood's beauty standards push too far. We're starting at 12 and working down to the most shocking revelation that proves this has gone way too far.
Demi Lovato looks completely different and people think that she might be on Ozempic.
Okay, number 12 had me doing a double take. It's Demi Lovato. The speculation she faced this year was relentless. So Demi showed up at Paris Fashion Week looking dramatically different. And when those Who What Wear cover photos dropped, fans couldn't stop talking. That backless halter dress showed off a figure that was noticeably slimmer than just months before. Then she posted photos to Instagram, and the comment section absolutely exploded. Fans who followed her recovery journey for years started connecting dots. Everyone was thinking the same thing, but nobody wanted to say it out loud. And that's the wild part. Demi's been so open about literally everything. Her sobriety, her struggles, all of it. But when it comes to this obvious physical change, complete radio silence. She's talking about her marriage to Jutes, her album, her tour, just not about what everyone can clearly see. She admitted she's using certain cosmetic procedures, saying it gives her confidence. But fans think there's more to it. The timing alone, right around her wedding and career comeback, has everyone making assumptions. And in this climate, that silence just makes people convinced they already know the answer. But trust me, she's not even close to the most dramatic transformation.
I'm trying to biohack my body. So anything that'll help me age backwards, I'm into it.
Hold on, number 11 actually made me so frustrated. Meghan Trainor and the ultimate betrayal. Remember All About That Bass? That was the anthem. Meghan became famous celebrating curves and refusing to be a stick figure silicone Barbie doll. That song gave millions of young girls permission to love themselves exactly as they were. Fast forward to now, and Meghan looks completely different. And surprisingly, she's been pretty open about part of it. She came clean on social media saying she'd worked with professionals, made lifestyle changes, exercised, and then dropped it. And yes, I use science and support. Shout out to Mounjaro. The girl straight up named the stronger version that everyone's been whispering about. But the absolute worst part, at a concert, she actually changed her own lyrics. Instead of, "It's pretty clear I ain't no size 2, she sang, "It's pretty clear I got some new Can you imagine? She edited the body-positive anthem that made her famous to reference cosmetic procedures. And her husband's doing it too. They literally turned this into a couple's activity. The transformation is undeniable. She looks completely different from the woman who told girls they're perfect as they are. One viral comment summed it up perfectly. So body positivity was just marketing? And honestly, that's the question thousands of fans are asking right now. But wait till you see who went even more silent about their change. Number 10 is the one nobody wants to talk about. Mindy Kaling and her absolute refusal to explain anything. The actress America loved on The Office looks nothing like Kelly Kapoor anymore. The transformation's been happening over years, but this year really put the spotlight on just how different she looks. At the Oscars, Mindy stepped out in a silver halter dress that showed off her completely transformed. The cameras loved it. The internet had a million questions. And here's the thing, the change has been so dramatic and so obvious, but Mindy has given zero explanation, not a single word. In an industry where everyone's either frantically denying or finally admitting what they did, Mindy chose option 3, complete and total silence. No workout reveals, no diet book, no inspirational posts, just dramatically different and a firm refusal to discuss any of it. Some people call that classy and say it's her business. Others think the silence is basically a confession, because when a celebrity undergoes such an obvious transformation and says literally nothing, fans are convinced they already know what happened. Old office reunion photos show the stark difference. It's not subtle. It's the kind of change that makes people ask direct questions Mindy has zero interest in answering. The silence has become its own story. And honestly, it's making people more suspicious than if she just said something. But this next one, the internet is actually divided on this one.
This was also a moment in my life where I had fluctuated in weight.
At number 9, we have Selena Gomez and why her situation is different. Selena showed up at major award shows looking noticeably slimmer in her Ralph Lauren gown. Fans immediately started commenting, "Why does she look so different?" became the question everywhere. But this is where it gets tricky. Unlike literally everyone else on this list, Selena has legitimate documented reasons for weight fluctuations. She's been open about her health challenges. She takes prescribed treatments that cause her weight to go up and down. It's not by choice. It's not vanity. It's managing her condition. So when fans see her looking slimmer, there's always that question. Is this her health situation? Or is she caught up in the same trend as everyone else? The challenge is that everyone's so primed to assume they know what's happening that even someone with documented reasons gets caught in the speculation storm. Selena hasn't specifically addressed the recent comments. She's previously told fans to stop discussing her because they don't know what she's dealing with. And she's absolutely right. What makes this entry important is showing how intense the obsession has gotten. Even people with known conditions can't escape the rumors. It's not fair to her, but it shows how pervasive this has become. And trust me, the next one, fans were genuinely terrified. Number 8 is straight up terrifying. Lily Collins and the photos that made the internet panic. When Fashion Week rolled around, Lily stepped out in a crop top and low-rise skirt. The internet lost it, not in a good way, like genuine fear in those comments. "This cannot be real," one person commented. The responses kept flooding in. "I am genuinely concerned. Someone please check on her. This is scary." The Emily in Paris actress has dealt with scrutiny before. She's been open about her past relationship with food, even writing about it in her memoir. Years ago, she told Harper's Bazaar she used to chase what she thought was perfection, but her priorities had shifted. She talked about wanting a family someday. She seemed to be in a healthier place. And that's exactly why the recent photos were so alarming. People remembered. They knew her history. Seeing her look that delicate triggered something in fans who've watched her for years. Social media absolutely exploded. TikTok videos analyzing her appearance went viral. Parents started commenting about their own daughter's reactions. One wrote, "My daughter's inspo searches, Ariana Grande and Lily Collins. I'm terrified." The timing made everything worse. This happened right as Hollywood's new trend was reaching peak intensity. Lily became the focal point for everyone's concern about where this is all heading. And the worst part? Lily's a role model to young Emily in Paris viewers, a show about fashion and living your best life. When the star of that show appears that delicate, it sets a standard that's impossible and dangerous for young girls to chase. Lily hasn't addressed any of the speculation. She's continued posting from set, promoting the show, acting like nothing's wrong. But the concern from fans hasn't gone away. If anything, it's gotten louder. And honestly, she's not even the one that had me the most worried. I'm still not okay about number 7, Ariana Grande, and the fans literally begging someone to help. The pop star spent months promoting Wicked, and with every single appearance, the worry just kept growing. Golden Globes, SAG Awards, Oscars. Each red carpet showed Ariana looking thinner than the last time. Her light pink gown at the Oscars showcased her delicate frame, but fans weren't admiring the fashion. They were genuinely scared. Social media became a wall of desperate comments. For real though, is Ariana okay? Someone's got to intervene because something is not right. She looks so fragile and it's depressing being a fan. These weren't mean comments. They were pleas. Fans literally begging for someone in her life to step in and check on her. Professionals started weighing in too. Experts noted that certain physical signs in adults can indicate serious concerns about well-being. A former colleague told outlets the Wicked filming schedule was brutally demanding. It's harder to take care of yourself when you're working those hours. Ariana did respond to the scrutiny, telling Billboard that commenting on people's appearance is dangerous. And look, she's got a point. We don't know what someone's going through privately, but when someone appears dramatically different from how they've looked their entire career, and that change happens rapidly during an intense work period, people are going to worry. Ariana was nominated for Best Supporting Actress, an incredible achievement that should have been celebrated. But the conversation kept coming back to her appearance, not because fans wanted to tear her down, but because they genuinely wanted to know she was okay. But wait till you hear who made actual doctors go on record.
I knew I was going to do a half marathon, and I'd made myself a promise that if I could finish the half marathon on time, with enough time to get home and get ready, I would do the 2 shows.
Number 6 made actual doctors speak out, Cynthia Erivo, and the transformation that crossed into professional territory. The actress's appearance throughout Wicked promotion raised eyebrows across the entire industry. At the SAG Awards, her sleeveless white gown put her frame on full display. Fans immediately noticed the dramatic change. She looked noticeably thinner, with a much more delicate build. Then something really unusual happened. Dr. Dennis Schimpf, a plastic surgeon, publicly commented on her photos. He explained what happens with rapid weight loss and how it affects the overall appearance. That kind of professional assessment almost never happens. Doctors usually won't comment on specific people, but Cynthia's transformation was being used as an actual example of rapid physical change in the industry. Cynthia hasn't addressed any of the speculation. She stayed focused on promoting Wicked and celebrating the film's success, and that's what makes this so heartbreaking for fans. Wicked is a massive achievement. Cynthia's performance as Elphaba is stunning. She's nominated for major awards. This should be her moment of glory. Instead, every red carpet becomes a referendum on her appearance. Every photo fuels more concern. It completely overshadows the actual work she's doing. Whether the demanding schedule took its toll or other factors played a role, the result is a transformation that even professionals felt compelled to discuss publicly. And when doctors are using your appearance as a teaching example, that's not the kind of attention anyone wants during their breakthrough moment. But this next one hurts different because of who she is.
I just feel like there's just layers of something that just feels like I'm sleepwalking a little bit.
Julianne Hough at number 5, and the question nobody wants to answer. When is thin too thin? The Dancing with the Stars. Pro has always been in incredible shape. That's literally her entire career. Professional dancer, fitness expert, the kind of person already at peak physical condition. So when Julianne showed up at the Oscars looking way slimmer than ever in that gown, it caught attention for all the wrong reasons. Fans immediately noticed her frame looked smaller than someone who spends their life dancing should look. And that's what's so concerning about this. Julianne wasn't starting from a place of needing to change anything. She was already lean, already fit, already at what everyone would consider an ideal physique for her profession. When someone that fits still drops noticeable weight rapidly, that's a major red flag. Because what exactly is being lost at that point? Comments range from genuine concern to straight up confusion. She was already perfect. Why would she do this? Became one of the most common reactions. Julianne hasn't addressed any of it. Her social media shows carefully angled photos, strategic posing, the kind of thoughtful framing that suggests she's very aware of what people are saying. The really troubling part, Julianne represents the fitness industry. She's built an entire brand on health and wellness. If even someone with that background and knowledge is caught up in this Hollywood trend, what does that say about the pressure everyone else is under? It's actually heartbreaking. But wait till you see how far this trend has spread generationally. Number 4 shocked me because of how far this has spread. Toya Jackson, and proof this isn't just affecting one generation. Toya shared Instagram photos that had fans genuinely worried rather than celebrating. She appeared noticeably thinner, with a very delicate frame that immediately raised concerns. The New York Post specifically called out her transformation in their coverage of this entire trend. When major outlets are singling you out as an example, that's significant. Comments on her post were flooded with concern. "Please take care of yourself," appeared over and over. This wasn't fans being mean, it was genuine fear for someone they've watched for literal decades. What LaToya's inclusion proves is just how pervasive this has become. This isn't just affecting young actresses trying to break into Hollywood. It's not just stars in their 30s feeling career pressure. It's reaching across entire generations. When someone in their late 60s is caught up in the exact same trend as actresses half their age, that shows how out of control this pressure has become. LaToya hasn't publicly addressed the specific concerns about her appearance. She continues posting and engaging with fans like nothing's wrong. But the worry in those comment sections is absolutely real, and it's not going away.
Christina Aguilera is turning heads with her dramatic weight loss.
Number 3 genuinely shocked me. Christina Aguilera, and the transformation that had people questioning if it was even her. The Grammy winner showed up to promote Burlesque's West End arrival wearing this olive dress. The outfit showcased her changed look, but fans weren't focused on the fashion. They were struggling to recognize who they were looking at. "Christina doesn't even look like Christina anymore" became the comment on every single post. People who've watched her since the genie in a bottle days were doing actual double takes trying to figure out if it was really her. The powerhouse vocalist appeared much thinner with a more angular look. Experts noted these specific changes often appear with rapid transformation methods. But it wasn't just her face. Christina's entire physique looked completely different. Way slimmer than the vocal legend fans remembered belting out anthems for literal decades. I know that sounds harsh, but it reflects genuine shock. When someone's appearance changes so dramatically that people struggle to connect the current version with the person they've known for over 20 years, something has gone seriously wrong. Christina hasn't specifically addressed any of the speculation. She's focused on promoting burlesque and handling her professional obligations, but every single appearance brings the same reaction: concern mixed with total confusion. The thing is, Christina's been in the spotlight since she was literally a teenager. Fans have grown up watching her evolution. They know what she looks like through different phases and different weights. This isn't about normal aging or natural changes. This is about a transformation so dramatic, it's completely overriding decades of familiarity. The 44-year-old should be celebrated for staying power, for incredible talent, for massive influence. Instead, she's become another example of how this year's impossible standard is affecting everyone, even absolute legends.
One beauty just is. It's authenticity. It's positivity. Beauty comes out of comfort.
But the irony of number 2 is actually insane. The irony of number 2 actually made my jaw drop. Demi Moore starring in a movie about this exact problem while appearing to be affected by it.
It's dealing with aging.
Yes.
And the
63-year-old stars in The Substance, a horror film literally about an actress taking drastic measures to stay young in Hollywood. The entire movie is about the crushing pressure women face to maintain impossible standards as they age. And then Demi showed up to major award shows, looking dramatically different herself. Girl, the irony is not lost on anyone. At the SAG Awards and Oscars, her gowns showcased a noticeably slimmer physique that had fans immediately commenting. The change was striking and impossible to ignore. Dr. Dennis Schimpf, the same surgeon who commented on Cynthia Erivo, also noted concerns about Demi's appearance.
You'd have to live under a rock to not have heard of weight loss shots right now.
When professionals are publicly analyzing your transformation, that's a pretty significant moment. Demi's been open about her intense preparation for The Substance, strict protocols, demanding routines. She lost 20 pounds for the role, so the question everyone's asking, where does preparation for a role end and actual Hollywood pressure begin? Demi is 63 years old, a mother of 3. She's had an incredible career spanning literal decades. She should be at a point where she can exist comfortably in her own skin without this kind of pressure. Instead, she's promoting a movie that's supposed to be a critique of Hollywood's youth obsession, while simultaneously looking thinner than she has in years. The disconnect is genuinely jarring. The movie is supposed to be a wake-up call about impossible beauty standards, a warning about going too far, a direct critique of the industry that chews up women and spits them out the second they show signs of aging. But when the star promoting that message looks like she's been caught in the exact same trap, what's the actual message? That even knowing the problem doesn't protect you from it? That Hollywood's pressure is so suffocatingly intense that awareness isn't enough to save you? Demi's transformation throughout this year became a living, breathing example of the exact thing her movie was trying to expose. And that's what makes this so deeply troubling. But number 1, this is where it gets actually terrifying. Taking number 1 isn't a single celebrity. It's the trend that proves just how dangerous this obsession has actually become. Young women are now getting their ribs removed or fractured to achieve the tiny waist they're seeing on red carpets. I'm not okay with this. Meet Emily James. The 28-year-old spent thousands of dollars to have ribs removed from her body. A year later, she's speaking out with a desperate warning. I don't recommend this to anyone. Emily calls it the worst decision I ever made. The recovery took 7 months of intense, unimaginable pain. But the truly horrifying part, there are no longer ribs protecting my liver and kidneys, which could be a problem if I'm ever in a bad accident. Can you imagine? A 28-year-old permanently altered her skeletal structure, the literal framework protecting her vital organs, just to achieve a certain look. And she's not alone. The New York Post investigation revealed this trend is absolutely exploding. Doctors say their practices have been flooded with requests. Women from their early 20s through their 60s all want it. And the driving force behind this madness, they're bringing in pictures of AI-generated images that don't even exist in nature and begging doctors to make them look like that. NYC psychotherapist Leslie Couple told The Post, these kinds of drastic surgeries can offer temporary boost in self-image, but they reinforce the belief that one's worth depends on how they look and on meeting trends. When surgery becomes the main way to manage insecurity, the long-term emotional outcome is often fragile. Jamila Jamil said, I'm incredibly worried about my peers. Every event I go to, when I hug people, it feels like they're gonna snap in my hands. This stuff is really serious, and it's being so hyper-normalized. The New York Post editorial got it exactly right. The Ozempic body trend is pushing celebrity role models to shrink before our eyes. But it's not shaming to call it what it is. Shocking. When the beauty standard becomes so extreme that breaking your own bones seems like a reasonable option, something has gone catastrophically wrong. When regular young women are removing parts of their skeleton to look like celebrities, we've completely lost the plot. Emily James, lying in recovery for 7 months, realizing her vital organs are now permanently unprotected, calling it her worst decision, that's the actual end result of Hollywood's beauty obsession this year. That's why it's number 1. Because it proves this isn't just about individual celebrity choices anymore. It's about a dangerous standard that's pushing regular people, not just celebrities with teams of professionals. This started on red carpets, but it's ending in operating rooms, and that should absolutely terrify everyone watching. From Lily Collins at 8, who had fans genuinely panicking, to Ariana Grande at 7, with people desperately begging for intervention, to Christina Aguilera at 3, looking completely unrecognizable, to Demi Moore at 2, with the absolutely mind-blowing irony, and especially the rib removal trend at 1, this year exposed something genuinely dark about where we're headed as a society. This isn't about judging anyone or being mean. It's about recognizing a dangerous pattern that's affecting everyone from established megastars to teenagers. The New York Post was absolutely right. Calling this out isn't shaming. It's necessary, because the alternative is staying silent while an entire generation absorbs the message that this is normal, that this is attainable, that this is what they should be aspiring to. It's not. And the celebrities on this list, whether they fully realize it or not, are part of a trend that's having real devastating consequences far beyond red carpets and award shows. If this opened your eyes to what's really happening behind Hollywood's supposedly perfect images, hit subscribe so you never miss the truth behind these transformations.